You know that moment when you sip your morning coffee on your own porch, staring at a lake that's been in your family for 3 generations, and suddenly realize some entitled witch has decided it's now community property? Yeah. That was my Tuesday. And the woman who did it. Karen Blakely. HOA president, realtor, and self-appointed queen of Willow Creek Estates. She didn't just steal my lake. She turned the whole neighborhood into her personal playground, until I reminded her who actually wrote the rules. The first time I met Karen Blakely, she was smiling like a shark in Lululemon. It was the day the HOA charter got shoved down everyone's throat 5 years ago. Everyone was fighting over who got to pick the flower beds or approve paint colors. Me? I raised my hand for the one job nobody wanted, financial compliance officer. Boring title. Zero glory. Full veto power over any spending over $5,000 and the ability to freeze the entire HOA account with one signature. I signed it. Went home. And forgot about it. Until that bright Monday morning. I was on my porch when I heard the hammering. Not construction hammering. The smug. We own this now kind. Down by the water, my water, 3 guys in matching polos were packing up tools. And right in the middle of it all stood Tyler Blakely, Karen's 23-year-old TikTok prince. Wearing neon board shorts and filming himself on a gimbal like he was launching a space mission. Yo! What's good? Fam, he grinned into the camera. Mommy just hooked your boy up with his own private lake. 2 acres. Crystal clear. All mine now. Pool party this weekend, bring the vibes. Behind him, a 6-foot oak sign had been planted like a victory flag. Gold letters screamed, Tyler's Legacy Lake, a community gift from HOA President Karen Blakely. Underneath, a cartoon of a little boy on a raft that looked suspiciously like Tyler at age 8. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I just walked down the gravel path with my coffee, boots crunching like slow-motion thunder. Tyler swung the camera around. Oh snap. Guys, it's the grumpy old neighbor. Say hi to Mr. Langston. Everybody. He's probably just confused. I stopped 2 feet from the sign. Close enough to smell the fresh paint. Take it down. Tyler blinked. Bro. My mom's the HOA president. She said the community owns it now. Something about public access? Eminent whatever. I took a sip. The coffee was perfect. This isn't community property. Tyler. It's mine. Deed says so. Always has. That's when I heard the heels. Click, click, click. Like a metronome of pure evil. Karen Blakely emerged from the tree line in a white linen blazer that probably cost more than my truck, clutching a Starbucks cup like a scepter. Her smile was so fake it could have been Botoxed on. Ethan. Darling, she sang. Isn't it gorgeous? We thought a little rebranding would foster community synergy. The children need spaces to play. I looked at the sign. Then at her. Then at her idiot son still filming. Karen. You planted a sign on my private property. That's trespassing. She tilted her head. Doing that fake sympathetic thing she does when she's about to gaslight you into oblivion. Oh. Sweetheart. Let's not be territorial. This is about sharing. You've had this beautiful lake all to yourself for years. Doesn't that feel selfish? I smiled. Small. Dangerous. Selfish is stealing someone's land and calling it a birthday present. Take the sign down. Now. Her smile cracked, just a hair. The bylaws give the board discretionary authority for the common good. Your little deed doesn't override community needs. I finished my coffee. Set the mug on a rock. Read the charter again. Karen. The one I helped write. You might have missed page 17. Her eyes narrowed. The mask slipped. You're making a scene. Ethan. And you're upsetting my son. She pulled out her phone. If you don't leave this community wellness area immediately, I'm calling the police for harassment. I shrugged. Go ahead. Make sure you tell them it's your sign on my land. 15 minutes later. 2 cop cars rolled up. Lights flashing like a bad music video. Karen stood by the sign with her arms crossed. Plain damsel in distress. Tyler was still alive. Guys. This old dude is tripping. Cops are here. This is insane. Officer Ramirez stepped out. Took one look at the sign. Then at me. Sir. We got a call about a disturbance. Karen jumped in. Voice all breathy. Officer. This man is refusing to leave HOA property. He's been aggressive toward my son. We're just trying to create a safe space for the kids. Ramirez looked at the deed I handed him. Then at the sign. Then at Karen. Ma'am, this deed is in Mr. Langston's name. Filed in 2018. Unless you've got a court order saying otherwise. You're the ones trespassing. Karen's face went the color of spoiled milk. That's impossible. The bylaws. Bylaws don't trump property law. Ma'am. Tyler's live stream died mid-sentence. Karen stared at me like I'd just grown horns. For the first time. She looked small. I leaned in so only she could hear. You should have checked who signed the charter as financial compliance officer. Karen. Spoiler, it was me. The fine started the next day. First one, excessive natural vegetation obstructing community aesthetic, $750. For the oak trees that had been here since the dinosaurs. Second, unapproved water feature creating visual pollution. Another $900. For my lake. Third, noise ordinance violation, amphibian activity after 9 p.m. $450. For the damn frogs. By Friday I had $4,200 in certified letters. Each one signed with her perfect little swirl. I spread them across my kitchen table like a losing poker hand and laughed until my ribs hurt. Because here's the thing nobody knew. I'd been watching her for months. Little things at first. The community beautification fund that somehow paid for her new granite countertops. The emergency tree trimming that went to her cousin's company. The youth leadership stipend that bought Tyler a $6,000 drone. But the real kicker came from Ellen Park. The quiet bookkeeper who'd been too scared to speak up until the lake stunt. She showed up at my back door at 6:30 a.m. with a USB drive and the shakes. Mr. Langston, she's about to do something huge. There's a $92,000 lake safety initiative she's ramming through next week. The contractor? Her brother-in-law's new LLC. Registered 2 months ago. 0 employees. I looked at the proposal. Then at Ellen. Tell her you'll process the payment. Be nervous. Be perfect. And when she tells you to hit confirm in front of the whole board. I smiled. You let me handle the rest. Thursday night. Willow Creek Community Center. Packed house. Karen stood at the podium in a power red blazer. Projector glowing behind her like she was unveiling the iPhone. Friends, she began. Voice dripping with concern. Our lake has become a liability. Drowning risks. Algae. Property values. We must act. The slides were masterful. Murky water. Red warning signs. Kids in danger. Then came the proposal. $92,000. Urgent safety upgrades. Contractor, Blakely Aquatic Solutions. A retired teacher raised her hand. Did we get other bids? Karen smiled like a Sunday school teacher. In emergencies, the board has authority to move quickly. Children's safety first. The motion passed 3-0. Karen turned to Ellen like a queen addressing a peasant. Ellen. Dear. Process the transfer. Now. So the work can start tomorrow. Ellen's hands trembled over the laptop. The whole room could see the screen projected behind Karen. She typed the amount. Hovered over confirm. Clicked. The screen flashed red. Transaction denied, account under administrative hold. The room went dead quiet. Karen's smile froze. What is this? Ellen. Fix it. Ellen stammered perfectly. I don't know. It's never done this. Karen snatched her phone. I'll call the bank. Speakerphone. Everyone will see how professional I am. The bank rep answered on the third ring. First National. This is Susan. Susan. This is Karen Blakely, president of Willow Creek HOA. We're trying to process an urgent payment and the account is frozen. Susan typed. Yes. Ma'am. The account was placed on hold this morning pending financial review by the authorized compliance officer. Karen's voice cracked. Who? Mr. Derek Langston. Every head in the room turned. Slowly. To the back row. Where I sat in a faded flannel shirt. Looking like I'd just come from mowing the lawn. I stood up. Walked down the aisle like I had all the time in the world. Karen's face went from red to white to green. I plugged in my own laptop. The first slide, the original charter. My signature on the compliance officer line. The second, bank records showing $47,000 funneled to her family shell companies. The third, Tyler's Instagram posts. New jet ski. New Rolex. Caption, Mom hooked it up Moneybag HOA life. The fourth, the $92,000 proposal, side by side with her brother-in-law's LLC filed the day after she announced the emergency. The room exploded. A mom in the third row stood up. You used our money to buy your son a jet ski? Karen tried to speak. Nothing came out. I looked straight at her. You wanted to play community. Karen. Welcome to the game. 3 weeks later. The FBI showed up at her McMansion. Tyler sold the jet ski on Facebook Marketplace for half what he paid. Karen took a plea. 18 months. Full restitution. The new HOA board? They voted to dissolve half the stupid rules and made the lake a shared picnic spot, with my permission. And every Saturday morning, I sit on my porch with a fresh pot of coffee. Watching kids splash in the water that was always mine. Peace isn't quiet. It's the sound of a bully finally shutting the hell up.